Hola Sagittarius says, welcome to your weekly reading for the period of December 14th to December 20th. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, just send me an email and we can go ahead and set that up. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Sagittarius for the period of December 14th to December 20th. What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to the universe, and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages for Sagittarius? For your greater good, we greatly appreciate it, and we thank you. What do you see? What do they need to know? What are the previous energies that Sagittarius passed out of for the period of the 14th to the 20th, December 14th to the 20th? We have the King of Swords in the upright. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below for your weekly extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and health, as I do every week. Ace of Cups in reversed for energies to expect the third week of December. Also, check out my playlist. In there are my 2021 Sun Moon predictions. What is your ideal career based on your midheaven? What is your compatibility with your partner sun sign, in addition to my regular monthlies that I have in there? And we have the Five of Wands in the upright. As you move out of the third week of December, ask me a question on Instagram. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. So it looks like you're starting, as you go into the week, you're very clear on a decision that you've made. You've taken some sort of initiative. You've taken your feelings out of it. You're moving forward. You've decided that this is the best thing for you, the smartest thing for you, the wisest thing for you. It's something you had to decide to do. And it's kind of like you gave yourself your own advice, almost like you were talking to yourself, stepping outside of yourself and saying, okay, what kind of advice would I give myself if I wasn't myself, or if I, giving it to a friend that was in a similar situation. So really objective and deciding, okay, this is what I need to do. So I'm going to push through and I'm going to do this. Now, as you get into the third week of December, there's sadness that seems to come along with that. So I feel like you're sad, a little bit depressed. I don't necessarily know if you're having regrets. I think it's just a sadness that comes along with whatever decision that you made over here with the King of Swords. But so that's natural, of course. Maybe it was something that you had really wished was going to happen. That didn't end up being the case, so you're kind of disappointed. It could be in regards to a relationship or any kind of situation. Just because you made the decision doesn't mean that you're happy about it, is what I kind of get. But I don't feel like you're letting people know that. You're kind of pushing your feelings down. You aren't wearing your heart on your sleeve, letting everybody know how upset you are about it. You're just trying to stay, on the surface, trying to make it look like you're as cool as possible, so to speak. But as you move out of the third week of December, we have the Five of Wands in the upright, which indicates to me that you're having inner conflict about this. So even though you made the decision, you were very clear on it here, now either your feelings are playing into it, or maybe you're kind of second guessing what you did. So you're kind of dealing with, did I do the right thing? Like I said, conflict within yourself, arguments you're having within yourself, and as a result, that's causing a lot of tension. And I'm not going to say doubt, but like I said, you're just kind of going back and forth and having a lot of conversations with the voices inside of you. So, why is this King of Swords here in the upright for Sagittarius for the period of the 14th to the 20th? Who is this person? Is this energy? Additional messages for the King of Swords in the upright for Sagittarius, the 14th to the 20th. We have the Five of Swords. Okay, you were really kind of fighting with somebody. Yeah, you were getting into it with somebody, kind of arguing, going back and forth. And when you guys went at it, you really went at it. I mean, you both said things that maybe you didn't mean to say, that kind of, you first said and then you wish you could take back. Really cutting, slicing words. I usually get with the Five of Swords. A power struggle, two people that want to win no matter what. So they just want to defeat the other person, or they any kind of suggestions the other person makes, they just reject them, they just defeat them, they just want to stomp them down. So I mean, when you got into it with this person, it really was a big deal. The Hierophant is here, which is the card of Taurus, and I think you had this realization that this was not your person, these are not your people. I think you realized that You had to be the better person. That's a phrase that I got. I need to be the better person. I need to be the wise person here. I need to do the right thing. I need to do the moral thing. So I don't necessarily feel like this other person was capable of making this decision. And I feel like this other person is actually the King of Cups in reverse. So somebody who has a hard time getting a grip on their emotions. They let their emotions drive the bus, make decisions for them. They can be moody. They can be really kind of dependent on your actions, blame you for everything, unpredictable. You don't know what to expect from them for the day to day. And they could actually also be a drinker, believe it or not. The King of Cups could be an alcoholic, so or abuses a substance in some way. So really volatile person, and I think you had to do the right thing and kind of step out of this. But like I said, just because you're the person that did that doesn't, and I do think this is a personal relationship, just because you did that doesn't mean you were the victor. The person that does the action feels the same amount of pain, they just do it in a different way. Why is the Ace of Cups here? Okay, the Queen of Wands in the upright. Yeah, you're projecting this like position of you're trying to put out that you're very confident, you made the right decision, that you took on a challenge and you met it head on, and you're trying to be social, you're trying to talk to people, maybe either to cover this up or to meet other people or what have you, but you're definitely not letting people know. But the Devil card in the upright tells me that you're still kind of chained to this person. So even though you told yourself I'm out, you made the right decision, you have an unbreakable bond with this person that you don't necessarily feel like you're going to be able to get out of. I don't, and you're not tied to this person in a good way. It's actually like an addiction. It's a codependent relationship of some sort, but you just don't feel like you can break free from it. You actually feel powerless, even though on the outside you've made every effort to kind of move forward. We have a High Priestess here in the upright, so I feel like your intuition, and maybe it's the state that you're in where you're having this sadness and disappointed that things didn't work out. But with the High Priestess in the upright, I feel like you're kind of wondering whether you did the right thing or not. I feel like something's kind of tugging at you. I'm not sure. It's either, I feel like for half of you, it's going to go one way where you're telling yourself, you know what, I know inside that I did the right thing and I'm going to stick to that. And the other half of you are saying to yourself, you know what, something doesn't feel right about this. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. It just doesn't feel right internally. I did what I did externally, but deep down, maybe not so much. So you might be exploring that a little bit, trying to figure out what that inner voice or that intuition is kind of saying to you. But I think that leads to the conflict here, the Five of Wands in the upright. Why is the Five of Wands here on the upright for Sagittarius? Who's this person? What's this energy? Additional messages for the Five of Wands in the upright for Sagittarius. Queen of Cups. Yeah, your emotions are... So you're conflicted and your emotions are all over the place. I feel like you... with the Queen of, the Queen of Cups in reverse, I feel like you might even be, needing this person, feeling like, emotionally you want to be connected to them. You might even be feeling a little bit jealous, and you're having all these kind of emotions that are actually is the conflict you're having within you. The Ten of Cups in reverse, it leads me to believe that this is somebody you actually thought that you could start a family with. It was an ideal relationship at some time, and it just broke apart. You guys either, what you once had in common, you had no longer. Your values didn't match up anymore. There was neglect, or it just felt empty. So you just kind of realized that this was not your person, but you're still feeling conflicted about it because you are kind of tied to this person internally, I feel like. And we have the Temperance card in the upright, which is your card of Sagittarius. So for the time being, as you move out of the third week, you're pretty much just trying to find your peace pretty much with this. You're trying to tell yourself, I know I did the right thing. You're trying to quell your emotions, not let them get the best of you. And just try to be peaceful, take deep breaths, find balance in your life, find pretty much what you're doing. The Temperance card for me, and you might have heard me say this before, is a real card of mindfulness for me. So I feel like you're just kind of taking everything that you have around you and making it work. It might not be an ideal situation, it might not be exactly what you want, but I feel like you're trying to make it work for you. So that is what I have for you all this week. Make sure you click on the link below for your Vimeo weekly extra, which will have your love, your career, your finances, and your health in there. Also, if it resonated, consider a personal reading. Check out my playlist. In there are my 2021 sun moon predictions. What is your ideal career based on your midheaven? What is your compatibility with your partner's sun sign? And all my monthly goodies are in there also. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise,